Hey everybody, welcome back. And this is the legend of the Upstate New York Bigfoot, Sasquatch in the city, the Bigfoot of Upstate New York in northern New York City. So welcome back. Today we're diving deep into the wilderness, not of the Pacific Northwest, but right here on the East Coast. We're talking about a legend that's captivated imaginations for centuries, a creature often associated with remote, untouched forests. But what if I told you that sightings, whispers, and even compelling evidence suggest this elusive being might be lurking closer to civilization than you think? That's right. Today we're exploring the enigmatic world of Bigfoot, or Sasquatch as it's often called, with a very specific focus: upstate New York. All right. And the often overlooked northern reaches of the New York City region. When most people think of Bigfoot, they think of the Pacific Northwest, the vast forests of Washington, Oregon, British Columbia, but for decades, perhaps even centuries, accounts of large bipedal ape-like creatures have emerged from the dense forests and rolling hills of the Empire State. Now, to truly understand the potential presence of Bigfoot in the region, we need to go back in time. Long before European settlers arrived, Native American tribes throughout North America had their own names and stories for large, hairy, forest-dwelling beings. In the Northeast, particularly among the Iroquois and Algonquin people who inhabited much of New York, there were tales of stone giants or wild men of the woods, powerful, often reclusive beings connected to the natural world. These weren't necessarily malevolent spirits, but rather powerful entities deserving of respect. This rich oral tradition suggests a long-standing awareness of something extraordinary in these very woods. Let's start with the undisputed heart of New York's wilderness, the Adirondack Park. This isn't just a park, it's a 6 million acre expanse of protected land, larger than the state of Vermont. It's home to some of the oldest mountains in the world, countless lakes, rivers, and an incredible diversity of wildlife. It's rugged, remote, and offers the perfect habitat for a large reclusive primate to thrive, virtually undisturbed. Think about it. Vast areas of untouched forest, an abundance of food sources from berries to small game, and countless caves and shelter. It's a prime location for something to go unnoticed for a very long time. And indeed, the Adirondacks, along with other heavily forested regions of upstate New York, have been a hotbed of Bigfoot activity. While specific dates and names might vary, patterns emerge in these reports. We hear consistent descriptions: 7 to 9 feet tall, covered in dark, often reddish-brown hair, broad shoulders, and a powerful muscled build. Their gait is described as deliberate, almost rocking, and their speed surprising given their size. Some of the most compelling accounts involve close-range encounters where witnesses report a strong, musky odor, often described as wet dog or skunk-like, preceding or accompanying the sighting. These are reports of large, unexplained footprints, often found near water sources or game trails, exhibiting dermal ridges and a mild tarsal break, a mid-tarsal break, features distinct from known animal prints. And then there are the vocalizations, howls, grunts, and even strange guttural sounds that don't match any known animal in the region. But here's where it gets truly fascinating and perhaps a little unsettling for some of our city-dwelling viewers. The legend of Bigfoot isn't confined to the deep wilderness of the Adirondacks. Sightings and stories have also emerged from the surprising proximity of the Hudson Valley and even the northern suburbs of New York City. Think about the Palisades, Bear Mountain, Harriman State Park, vast tracts of forested land interconnected by valleys and ridges extended down from the Catskills. While not as remote as the Adirondacks, these areas still offer significant cover and a surprisingly rich ecosystem. There's dense forest, abundant wildlife, and plenty of hidden nooks and crannies. While less frequent than in the Adirondacks, these southern New York reports are perhaps even more intriguing. Imagine hiking in the Harriman State Park just an hour north of Manhattan and encountering something truly unexplained. There have been reports of unusual vocalizations echoing through Ramapo Mountains, strange tree breaks that don't seem natural, and even fleeting glimpses of large, dark figures moving through the dense undergrowth. Some researchers propose a woods-to-city corridor theory, suggesting that these creatures might utilize interconnected greenbelts, river valleys, and even old railway lines as travel routes, allowing them to move between larger wilderness areas and closer to populated zones without being detected. It's a chilling thought, a hidden population of these creatures existing just outside our urban sprawl. Of course, with any extraordinary claim, there's always skepticism, and it's important to address the counter-arguments. The most common explanation for Bigfoot sightings are misidentification of known animals, particularly bears. Black bears are common in New York, and a standing bear can certainly be imposing. Other explanations include pareidolia, seeing patterns of or familiar shapes where none exist, or even elaborate hoaxes. There have been instances of people dressing up in ape suits, and the desire to believe in something mysterious can sometimes lead to misinterpretation of mundane events. However, proponents argue that many eyewitness accounts describe features and behaviors inconsistent with bears or other known animals. The bipedal gait, the incredible height and lack of snout, and the distinct footprint evidence often point to something beyond a simple misidentification. So what is it about Bigfoot that continues to capture our imaginations, particularly in a region as diverse as New York? Perhaps it's the idea that there are still mysteries left in the world, and that even in our highly developed society, there are pockets of wilderness where the unknown can thrive. The pursuit of Bigfoot, whether you're a believer or a skeptic, encourages us to explore our natural world, to appreciate its vastness and its secrets. It sparks curiosity and reminds us that there's always more to learn about the incredible biodiversity of our planet. And in a strange way, it might even encourage us to be better stewards of our remaining wild spaces, knowing that something truly unique might depend upon their preservation. If you ever find yourself deep in the woods of upstate New York, or even in the more secluded trails of the Hudson Valley, and you hear something unusual or catch a glimpse of something that doesn't quite fit, remember to always prioritize your safety. Don't approach anything you can't identify. If possible, calmly observe from a distance. If you feel compelled to document it, take photos or videos, but again from a safe distance, and most importantly, respect the wilderness. The legend of the upstate New York Bigfoot is a testament to the enduring mystery of the natural world. Whether a relic hominid, an undiscovered primate, or a fascinating piece of folklore, the story combines to echo through the forests and mountains of the Empire State, reminding us that sometimes the greatest wonders are found in the shadows, just beyond our sight. So what do you think? Have you ever heard any Bigfoot stories from New York? Do you have your own theories? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like the video, and I will see you on our next episode.